thing. And there we are. Okay. Oh wait, I should probably also make like the announcement for it.
Oh yeah.
Smudge on doubles, OSDT discussion. Ashketchumgamer. That name is so fucking heinous. Oh, that's not even. That's the game. That's not even the stream I linked.
Yeah.
Let me link that stream real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like 8 things. All right, let's go.
Either way, 2-minute delay is on that.
Ashketchum. Oh no, he's Ashketchumgamer, not player.
Fucking hell. Well, I'll change it then, I suppose. I can't leave this like this. Player, gamer, same fucking thing. Mid-ass name anyway. Right, gamer is in. Bam.
All right.
Let's see it. Now. So, Ashketchumgamer to start. I'm just gonna call him. I just can't get over this fucking name. I'm just calling him Ashketchum. Ashketchum is a singles player, right?
Well, I'd presume so, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
This is the 5-0 bracket, so both of these players have, well, Smudge has beaten some huge players so far to get here. He's beaten Actually, he's beaten Memo.
That was pretty impressive. Ashketchum mainly got act wins, I believe. I think he got like 2 or 3 act wins.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, are you rooting for anyone in particular?
Well, I am a little tiny bit biased to Smudge because he's a buddy, but you know, let's see how this game goes.
Maybe I'm gonna sound like a gatekeeper, an asshole, and a terrible human being, but there is something in me that just doesn't like single players waltzing into doubles and fucking winning. Like, I don't know. I don't know, that's not the feeling I like. I
really understand why, because like sometimes, so in like winter seasonal and before that, I've lost to singles players using like samples just by playing horribly, and
this is not
so
being damn impressive. Then everyone who was in there was shit. No way you lose versus that. Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just actually sad as hell, but you know, it's I don't know, we'll find out if Ashketchumgamer can game hard enough.
I will say that I do like his team a lot with that Scissor and that Samurai Tsui. And I'm liking that team. And Smudge is using like Virgin Among Us while he's using Chat Scissor or whatever the fuck you wanna call those Pokemon. Like the like uncool meme versus the cool meme. I don't know, I'm a big fan of Scissor and a hater of Among Us because Among Us is so foul to play versus.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like Scizor should have risen in popularity with Fluttermane coming into the tier, but
for sure.
We haven't seen too much of it. I guess Lando and, you know, Heatran and Volcanion all just completely stop it from doing anything, but we see
I disagree
one
with
of
Lando.
those 3 on Smudge's side.
Because if you SD
well, yeah, I guess Lando doesn't do a whole lot. I just mean like Intimidate slows it down a little, but
I suppose.
The other 2 for sure, and Smudge does not have the other 2, so we might see this thing put in some work here.
Honestly, I think that might. Of course, like Hans is putting a little bit of stop to it. I do want to say that I was a Scissor lover from the beginning, as you know. I used it in DPL and W.
Oh yeah.
But no, either way. In terms of just the teams, I think they're quite equal. But I think Ashketchum is a little bit. I can't get over the fucking fact that I'm calling him Ashketchum, but I think he is in the advantage in terms of slightly in terms of teams, right? Yes, that Scissor who, if he deals with mainly Hands and also Pelifin, I guess, can do quite a little bit of work there.
Instant Terra Water from Lando.
Rocks goes up. Burning the Terra immediately off the rip. Not sure how necessary that was. Maybe predicting an Ice Beam for the crest, but even then that only does like 60. Like, it's just a crest, right? Not sure if that's worth spending a Terra on. Either way, Samurott is in, looking pretty good, and because it's good versus crest and it's good versus Lando. Although I have a slight feeling he's going into Crest. He wants to get up his entry hazard, which I get because there's no remove on Smudge's side. I think you can just fucking like completely wear him down with enough like layers.
Yeah, pretty much. Only 2 spikes immunes, so that is gonna start racking up damage if they can get it up.
Sure, and there's nothing that really is a big stopper currently.
Ooh, big damage with the U-turn.
Yeah, that's like a surprising amount. Yes, layers go up.
Yeah, so that seems like a
layer 1 at least.
Like a fully offensive Samurai, like max speed, max attack, or at least like no HP investment to be taking that much from U-turn.
I will say though, wait, I think I need to sneeze you to Among Us. This turn looks pretty good. I'm in that weird zone where you feel like you gotta sneeze, but you can't sneeze. Oh man, right.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't really have anything for Among Us currently, and Iron Hands is a threat to both, so I'd say Smudge is, for this turn, in a pretty decent position.
Oh yeah.
I think you would probably sack the Samurai here though. Getting like another layer of spikes with some chip is probably good enough. Like, you got enough mileage out of that Samurai at this point. I mean, is it worth saving the 50 HP Samurai? Meaning you got to switch in something else that probably doesn't like what's coming his way. The only thing I can see here that can switch in safely is a Rillaboom, taking probably not too much from hands and not being able to sport. Yeah, I don't know why he sent it in.
That was good. Okay. Rage Powder, Drain Punch. Yeah, I'm wondering what this Iron Hand set is. It could be Assault Vest, which is why Smudge would feel comfortable keeping it in on a Flutter main. But yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot of progress to be made here so far.
I think this game will take some time. I think this will be a long game.
Yeah, because Smudge wants to set up Palafin to do most of the work into Heatran and Fluttermane and probably just finish off the Samurott. But yeah.
I will say though, we've seen this store so far a lot of Cress Palafin core combos, like combo core, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You see a lot of them.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. At the same time, Ashketchum is a little bit weak on Among Us counters. I suppose he has the Heatran, but on the other hand, Smudge has Palafin, Hands, and Lando, all 3 pretty hard counters to it, so I suppose with Among Us you can, or with a Scissor SD you can maybe like figure that one out, but you don't want to get sport while setting up an SD and you just burned your fake at on Rilla, so
yeah, and this doesn't seem like a taunt
so much
either.
chip.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
Okay, then I said this Rilla does not look like taunt, maybe Assault Vest, but now with that U-turn damage on Rilla, it feels like Lando might be Scar or like something like
offensive
that.
Lando.
Like max attack for sure, yeah.
Yeah,
that does not seem to be utility Lando.
There is no support Lando that does 50 on the U-turn. That's no support Lando set. So I think Rillaboom is a pretty like safe thing to switch in whatever you like, because he will probably spore into the... Oh, this is a nice way to get around that spore stuff. Oh, never mind, I thought he would switch in like the Rilla over the Lando slot, but safety goggles make sense.
Works. Yeah.
I was about to say otherwise. I still, to be honest, think Rillaboom might have been a better switch in. But, so you can like...
Well, I think as long as you can keep the hands at -1 or just stop it from doing big damage to Fluttermane, it's worth it. We might see, okay, there's the Terra.
Oh, that did quite a bit.
Probably choice
and that's
effect.
a dead Lando. That's nice for Ashketchum too.
Yeah,
I'm just calling him Ash. I feel like such a goofy calling him Ashketchum.
I'm just gonna say the full thing every. I'm gonna say the full thing every time.
Oh, no, Ashketchumgamer
is in an incredible position right now.
I do want to say there. The Scissor is looking better and better. Those layers really do hurt Smudge a lot. I think this Among Us is gonna be a huge problem. are not a huge problem. That's a very annoying factor. I would try to get in Samarot Caesarless Edge one more time. Not now per se, but just soon at least. Make sure you're getting
Honestly,
up that other layer, because Among Us will be switching out a lot back and forth, so like every little bit of chip helps on that.
Mhm.
Okay. Goodbye, Flutter. I think you kind of wanted to keep Flutter, but at the same time, like,
Yeah, for sure.
you could have thrown in a Tran, because there's no way he's rain punching into that slot, but I don't know. Either way, I think Ashketchum is in a... Fuck, I'm keeping. Ash is in a pretty good position here.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hands doesn't really want to switch out and come back in because it can't take too much more from hazards, but then it dies by staying in. So yeah, Smudge is in a tough position. Needs that Palafin win condition to start setting up.
Oh, the miss is unfortunate for Mr. Ashketchumgamer here. No, this is actually really bad for him.
On so hard. Yeah, this is a very good turn for Smudge. Among Us goes down, but it's worth the sacrifice.
Do you think Hens dies to Heatwave U-turn? I don't think it will, but
it might. Does.
You think it does?
I mean,
it's
like, isn't it?
Mr. Palafin just came in.
I don't know, maybe around 50.
Palafin is an interesting switch, by the way, on a Rillaboom. Because I think the only way out for Smudge Rock is with his Palafin. I'm not sure if you want to take the risk of setting that to Rillaboom, unless you're trying to flip turn out and you're faster then. I suppose he could be faster and then flip turn out, but if Trend protects and it doesn't appear to be AV or something, and then Rillaboom kills you, then you're in a big problem. But I assume the Trend is AV, like most Trends are.
Yeah, we could see Lando coming back in the Heatran slot. That seems very likely. Because Heatwave plus U-turn does kill the hands if it's AV. Oh wait, no, not if it's AV. Never mind. Yeah, well, it comes close enough.
I think it would be safe indeed to switch in the Lando on the Tran and U-turn out. Oh, okay.
The other slot instead.
Oh, a CC. Yo, why did I do so? Is that banded? I'm inclined to believe it's banded.
It definitely feels like it's banded, yeah.
Which is, but you are in a bit of a problem. You can't really, it has only one switch in Palafin left in terms of HP it currently is at, because of the layers. And it now is at -1 on attack, -1 on defense, and -1 on SPDF. This is not a nice position to be in. Well, Ash just straight up stayed in on that Palafin.
Well, that makes sense. I think for Smudge, if Palafin is banned, it should be faster. I mean, depends on whether banking on the Jet Punch or that. But if it is faster than Lando, then he's in a decent position because he can remove either one of these this turn. And Lando's faster. If the Palafin doesn't get rid of Heatran, then Hands goes down this turn, which might be an issue.
Well, Tren is faster than Palafin, right?
Oh,
never mind, I was wrong.
Okay. Do we see another Heatwave dodge? No luck.
Okay, well, I think this is kind of over at this point. That was a pretty decisive for Ash. I'd say the main problem Smudge Rock's teams had was, and it sounds strange to say it lacked offense with a Flutter main, a Hands, and a Palafin on it. But I feel like
offensive Lando
I feel like it's strange to say you're lacking offense. But first, he just didn't have the Pokemon to break through it. He couldn't brute force his way at all. And I think versus a team like Ashbroad, you kind of want to have some brute force mons, if you know what I mean. Palafin is one of them, but I don't know. You kind of want some more power on that. I feel like that at least.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, well, this is pretty over now. a valiant effort with the coal mine, but I'm pretty sure that won't be enough.
It'll reveal bright powder and dodge both of these attacks.
Oh,
and
could
then
you
spin
imagine
from there?
a bright powder, focus band, specs, AV, Cresselia? Either way, that's game 1. Pretty curious what's in store for game 2.
Gotcha.
So, how was your weekend?
My weekend has been pretty fun, actually.
Okay, good to hear, good to hear.
Yeah. I started teaching a friend how to drive, and then
Manual or automatic?
automatic. I'm still midway in the process of learning how to manual.
Okay. I just know now that I need to feel better than you, of course, because I ride manual. So now I'm a superior person.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It's
Oh, game 2, so.
certainly. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, we see a Houndstone come out, and we see a very similar team from Smudge, just as game 1. Very similar, I'd say, in terms of like you got your Pelafin, you got your Rillaboom, you got like some offense, and then like Glimmer. It's probably good that he has now remove all for entry hazards, because the other guy is also Glimora, and it seems like a little bit of a. I'm not weak to it, but as you know, Untrusters could do a lot if he doesn't remove them. Houndstone actually looks like a massive threat, if I'm honest.
Yeah, there's nothing to mitigate the damage from it. Not much speed control either. So
Yeah,
I think gonna have to like go hard with the hazards and somehow get rid of Gamora as well.
And then Terra D-Knight into normal type, and then hopefully D-Claw kills or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
QSNS just said Houndstone is not good in doubles. Well, and then Amaranth said, yeah, Doki kind of sucks, but let's see if it really does. Honestly, I'm again favoring Ash in the matchup, because Houndstone actually looks like a problem. They are shit talking the dog, but honestly, in this matchup, dog's looking pretty decent to me. As long as you can make sure you have enough centerns when it needs to be there.
Yeah, starting out with Tyranitar is a little weird, especially.
It's a bit unnecessary, because it doesn't do a whole lot, if I'm honest, just besides from setting up weather. I suppose it's really nice versus Flutter, and it's weird to say that the Dark type might be a good counter to the Fairy type, but it's Teeter, let's not forget. If you run AV Teeter with no invest, you already like have 600 something SPDF. So, like, Teeter, AV Tar, without even any invest, will snack up whatever you throw at it, as long as it's special. So, Teeter is only like nice, I suppose, versus a T-Knight maybe. Although, could have a fighting type move on it. And the Flutter, possibly. But it's mainly there for Sand, so I don't know if starting off with it was necessary at all, since Sand only benefits Houndstone. You don't really got any. I suppose Glimora too, but.
Maybe it's possible that Glimora is not carrying rocks and T-Tar does, or some nonsense like that.
No way! If that is the case,
that would be funny.
Well, which car are you learning him in to drive?
A Honda CR-V.
A CR-V? What's a CR-V?
Yeah. I'd imagine it's called different stuff like in different countries, but yes.
Honda CR-V. Oh, that's a big car. Wouldn't that be like harder
Yeah.
to learn it in?
Well, yeah, but that is the car that I have access to.
I
So,
suppose
you know.
I suppose beggars can't be
And
choosers,
honestly,
but
it's
it
fine.
looks like a
It's
good
like,
car
yes, it's nice. It's safe. Oh, okay. Here we have a turn.
with honestly, with Glimora now being low, you might be able to maintain hazards if you get them up and you get rid of that Glimora soon enough. Either way, good
Yeah,
luck
I think
helping
so
him
far.
him learn to drive, because being able to drive is a fucking godsend. Like, there's not much
Oh, yeah,
better in the world than being able to drive.
absolutely.
You know, I almost needed to cry when I got my first car, and I realized I've never ever have to go into public transport again in my life. I was so happy.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like around here, public transport is still useful, like when I'm at university, but then
I got
for
that.
anywhere else, it's just
For me, it's
impossible.
like the only reason why I would use transport if I really want to go heavy on drinking, like in town or something, and then
Yeah.
like I don't want to massacre like I don't know, family of 4 while driving back home.
Exciting discourse.
This is some good commentary on the game. Either way. Back to what I was saying. I think
Wow.
if Smudge can maintain hazards, that might help him a lot. It would either way be really nice to keep up at least one layer of toxic spikes for that Gastrodon, but preferably 2, of course. Fake
Yeah,
out.
there's the spiky shield, which was kind of foreseeable given that the Glamora was running Sash. So now you have an issue, because, like, well,
Do you think it would
I
be
guess
speed to
E-Speed from
Glimora?
Dagonite should kill, yeah,
Yes.
but you really don't want that Glamora to stay up. It's possible that it could switch out into, like, Heatran or something like that, just to have Glamora come back in and clear the T-Spike.
I think that would be the smartest play, because that's like there's not. Imagine if he predicts it and he stomping tantrums into it, or
Yeah,
for
that would
some
be crazy.
reason this is a really slow Glimora and Dragonite is speed infested or something. I don't know.
Or
Did he
there it is.
did he go
Okay.
for the EP or high
Okay,
horsepower?
he did predict.
Okay.
Do you see the high horsepower from Rilla? Yes! Oh, no.
No.
Got too high. I don't know why I went
I
for
saw
that.
I saw Wutab and I heard you like
Mine.
being excited. Like, what's going on? I think his Dragonite may not have high horsepower if he switched in, hence which shows like a predict, right?
Uh-huh.
But if you predicted that, then of course high horsepower would have been the better play. So I'm assuming he doesn't carry it, or he didn't predict the Heatran and he tried to catch something else with his hands.
I mean, Heatran... Well, I guess what could he have caught? Maybe
Yeah, I'm also thinking
if
about that.
T-Tar was the one to come into...
Or he wanted
E-Speed,
like fake
possibly.
out access.
Oh, sub Heatran, okay. We did see that Ashketchumgamer's Gomora was faster than Smudge's, right?
Also the Choco
On
because of the
turn
name.
1. Mm-hmm.
I should rock these type of names.
Oh yeah. It's just I don't know. Barrascuda Baller Gaming
Barrascuda Loafer.
690.
I have an account called, I think, XXX Demon Slayer Guy 2009 XXX. I think I'm one of those like type of accounts.
Incredible.
You're right.
Okay, Glimora is down, but both D-Knight and hands being poisoned is kind of a big deal. Especially in the hands that wants
I
to
was about
stay
to
up
say,
as long as
you
it
don't
can.
have any Lunar Blessing from Crest to help you this time. The Glimmer from Smudge is still at half, which is a decent amount. So maybe you're able to get your own like hazards up in the ideal situation.
Yeah, I think if either Tyranitar or Houndstone come in, then you can switch D-Knight to Glimora and get a hazard up, but not sure
I think you want to switch in
Maybe
Gastro.
it's just yeah.
You do not want to risk your Houndstone just yet.
So there's the Gastro. Hands is under immediate pressure, like with a double Earth power or something like that.
I think it's
Or
worth.
we can see like an icy wind.
I will say that I think it's worth doubling into the Gastrodon because your Palafin could actually put in massive work if you deal with that Gastro.
For sure.
Then the only obstacle is Houndstone, but at that point you might have enough Pokemon left to just keep throwing at it until it dies, right? At that point you can kind of win based on just having enough Pokemon to throw at it. So as soon as you get rid of... Ooh, does the Gastro stay in? Oh, I think he definitely should have gone, like, double into the Gastro. Because if that's Bandit D-Knight, I'm willing that to bet that D-Claw plus Drain probably kills Gastro. Yes, you would be sacrificing your D-Knight on the Ice Beam, but I think that's worth it, because D-Knight is not the best Pokemon in this matchup. Mortal Spin is nice on the Gastro, but just not enough to deal with it.
Okay,
nice EP predict. Muddywaller comes out. Do we see an accuracy drop? No, we don't. I assume we see, like... What do we see in... Like, maybe an, what you call it? A Rilla or Flutter?
could come in, yeah.
That Heatran is in a really annoying
well,
position for Smudge, I feel like.
Honestly, here, Dragon Claw kills Heatran and does, like, a good chunk to Gastro as well, so you could just fake out Gastro or, like, pressure it out and then kill Heatran here.
At this point, I do not think Gastro will stay in and not protect. Like, it will protect or it will switch out in front of the Rilla. Because it's so important, there's no way Ash will risk it here. I feel like, at least.
I'm starting to think that this D-Knight might be, like, Tailwind or something like that.
Oh no, I think that's like the...
Aerial Ace,
Yo!
Okay, here we go.
And the big thing... Oh, never mind, I was about to say the big thing has ended in Titar's death, but Titar is certainly alive. So,
yeah,
there's that. Titar can't come in too safely. I suppose it can. What do you think? Do you think we will see a Titar switch on the Tornado slot?
It's just free to click Tailwind, and then you don't need Tornadus anymore. Yeah, I don't think Smudge can... Oh, so it's not banded. Oh, okay.
I do feel like it's a possible waste.
Oh, it's still dead anyway.
I don't want to call it a wasted E-Speed, or sorry, a wasted Terra. But it also isn't the best of Terras, although with that said, what else are you terroring besides possibly Terra Water Palafin for that extra damage? But then you first need to get rid of the Gastro. It is a tough spot, Smudge is in.
Okay, so Palafin comes out. Does Tornadus just switch into Titar and then like Houndstone for Gastro or something like that? I mean, Smudge is probably going to hesitate before clicking a water move on Palafin. But...
I mean, I don't think Lost Respects kills Palafin just yet. Imagine if he CC'd into Gastro. How real would... Oh, that's not Bandit. I kinda assumed it would be Bandit on this team.
No, I saw the... Okay, so it felt like Tailwind Dragonite.
Wait, this is a... No, I was talking about Palafin. I kinda expected that to be...
yeah.
I feel like this is a pretty good position for Smudge. Though you can pretty freely start, you know... Probably the best play is to Shadow Ball and CC into the Gastro. Although, I suppose this is Drain if it isn't Bandit. And at that point, I'm not sure if that's still worth. Like, you're not doing a lot of damage. What are you doing here?
You might want to set up on Palafin this turn.
Yeah, I think you still want to Shadow Ball into Gastro, not killing any currently before your Palafin is at least a little bit boosted up. Because otherwise Handstone just completely ignores your boost and kills you. Like, anyway, so it sounds strange, but I think that's the only way to go around the Handstone now. To just...
Okay.
Oh, double protect?
Was that a misclick?
That
made no sense.
Must be that there's no way that wasn't a misclick.
I guess maybe to like not take damage from Bleak Wind, but
No, I don't see that. I think it's kind of over. Last Respect's at 200 base power. Hansen is the fastest thing on the field. Pelifin can safely Jet Punch to hopefully maybe crit it and win. I think it's kind of over here. Unless you can Wave Crash it and it...
Double Protect.
I think Double Protect was always the wrong play, because you always needed to pray he goes into the flutter and you kill somehow.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like there's no way of winning with a Double Protect. You need to predict right on one protect.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're banking on 4 protects in a row to outspeed Houndstone. Yeah, that was...
No, that was just a bad play, I'm sorry to say.
Flutter main there, yeah. Maybe if you get a double protect again somewhere.
Do we see a Wave Crash maybe now? Oh, if we see a flinch, it would be sad. Yep.
Oh, it's so over. Okay.
With that said, it's not banded, and Houndstone is pretty naturally bulky on the physical side, if I'm not wrong. So Wave Crash wouldn't have killed unless he Wave Crashed twice, but with the double tagged, he kinda threw away that possibility. Although, you should have survived the Rock Slide and then the... Wave Crash, recoil, so I don't know. No, I think this is over. I think Ash is a curious case in this tournament.
Yeah. I mean, they've definitely gotten quite far already, even if it was with a few act wins, so let's find out. Okay.
What did we
Correct
see?
predict.
Wave Crash actually...
Surely...
Oh, if you Wave Crashed, and then he Jet Punched, there might have been a win on there if he didn't.
Definitely is not carrying Wave Crash.
No, I think you're right.
Bulk up, Drain Punch.
Oh no, never mind. Yeah, you're right.
Double Protect on Flutter does not work. Drain Punch on T-Tar. That's not gonna be enough. Yeah, this is over. Yeah, if the Double Protect happened last turn, could have seen something maybe, but actually no. Still nothing to... Yeah. Oh, well. I guess this... let's see. Yep. That's over, and Ashketchumgamer, the epic gamer, takes this game.
Yeah, so he's now the one of only 4 people to be in the 6-0 group.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Soulwind is also playing OSDT apparently. I didn't know that. There are more single players.
Oh yeah, there are quite a lot of them actually. It's
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, you need 7 wins, right, to make top cut?
Yes.
So that means that after this, Ashketchum needs to win 1 more game, and he can afford to lose 2 more, which, that's look pretty good. I myself need to... Also, I need to win 2 more. Because of that unfortunate Voltix game. You streamed my Voltix game, right? Where... Oh, that was so horrible. I felt it in my bones. But with that said, I know I complain about it quite a bit, but honestly, I think if I won that, I would still be in 4-1 or 5-1 now, probably. Because otherwise I've been in top cut, and I don't know. I've not been preparing, I've not used a single damage calc, I've not scouted a single opponent, and I've been using the same 3 teams. So I don't know, I think it would be quite brave from me to assume I would make it.
We all make it. We all think we make it until we don't.
It's just like sex and cars. We always think we're good at it, and we're always ass at it. So.
Oh yeah. Well, that's. I'm still hyped for the rest of the tour.
Super hyped.
The last few, what was it, 2-3 rounds? I can't remember. I've been getting act wins. So I'm at 4-2 now, and I can't lose another.
Ooh, okay. So the pressure's on.
Oh yeah. So
Wait, so you're
I
at
need 3
4-2.
wins in a row.
Did you win in the 3-2 group or did you lose in the 4-1 group?
No, I won 2-0 and then lost the next 2 and then won the next 2 off of activity. So
Oh well.
yeah,
I
I've
mean,
not played in
a
the
win is a
last
win.
2 weeks. Oh,
A
yeah.
win is a win. That's the only thing that matters.
Absolutely.
Either way, I will say that the competition is looking quite tough.
Yeah.
But
Like,
hopefully,
even with...
I might be the one to take Mr. Ashketchumgamer down.
Oh yeah.
What an
You
honor that
gotta
would be.
get all the way to top cut just to game against Ashketchumgamer.
Honestly, I would be happy making it just a top cut and then losing immediately, purely because this isn't even.
Yeah.
Like, this is just my side here. So if I do well enough, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I agree. It would be nice to get to top cut.
Oh, by the way, you are a W. I do want to ask you about this, right? You are a WU main.
Yes.
What the
Yes,
fuck is going on
kind of.
WU? That's such a wild place right now.
I have no clue. I don't ladder enough to
be aware.
figure stuff out. Yeah, I mean, I do, but then I just don't find games. So, like, I just give up on looking for games.
There was a time for, I believe it was back in Gen 7, could be 8. And it was, you needed to get, it was the ladder tour for WU. And it was so, like, difficult to find games that I would just boot up Minecraft. And then it would make it into a little bit of smaller, like, tab or screen or whatever. So I could barely see if I got a match for WU. So I would play Minecraft waiting till I got a WU game. Because the ladder is so dead.
That is valid, yeah. I mean, it's not nearly as dead as the doubles LC ladder, which is surprising.
I forgot that even existed, if I'm honest.
Yeah, most people do. But yeah, it's with the DUU, it's kind of a high power level now. It's kind of fun.
I do love
but
DUU.
then there are some problematic things down there, so
honestly,
I don't know, maybe I'll...
The crazier it is, the more fun it oftentimes is. So I'm really enjoying WU for now.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I like crazy metas, at least for a few weeks.
Either way. Well, that was that, and I better get going now, since it's getting quite late for me, but thanks for joining.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.